Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Master Obi-Wan 97. I'm Josh, and in this video I'm going to review another episode of the Clone Wars. I'm going to review the Clone Wars episode Supply Lines. Supply Lines is the third episode of Season 3 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. However, Supply Lines is a prequel to the Season 1 premiere episode, Ambush. And it's also a prequel to the Ryloth trilogy or arc of episodes at the end of Season 1. Supply Lines is set, of course, in the early days of the Clone Wars. In this episode, the Separatists are invading the planet Ryloth, and Jedi General Dai, Clone Captain Keeley, and Twi'lek Resistance fighter Cham Syndulla are desperately trying to defend Ryloth. Republic and Twi'lek forces on Ryloth are running low on supplies. General Dai contacts Admiral Dao, who's in orbit below Ryloth, to contact the Jedi Council for help, and Admiral Dao relays General Dai's message to the Jedi Council before his fleet is destroyed over Ryloth. So the Jedi Council contacts Senator Bail Organa, asking him to go negotiate with King Katunko of Tordaria to persuade him to let the Republic use Tordaria as the staging ground to get relief supplies to Ryloth. And also, they tell him that that Representative Jar Jar Binks will meet him there, since Senator Padme Amidala wasn't able to leave the Senate. Meanwhile, Count Dooku learns about this, and he sends Senator Lot Dodd, who represents the Trade Federation, to stop this. So Bail and Jar Jar, they present their case, to King Katunko, arguing that the Twi'leks on Ryloth are starving and in desperate need of supplies. But however, Tordaria is a neutral system that's not part of the Republic, and Tordaria letting the Republic use them as a staging ground would break a contract they have with the Trade Federation. So anyway, Lot Dodd, he also comes to the meeting and argues that if Tordaria were to let the Republic use their planet as a staging ground, they would break their treaty with the Trade Federation. So anyway, King Katunko tells Bail that and Jar Jar that that he can't allow the Republic to use Tordaria as a staging ground. However, King Katunko, after the meeting, he meets with Bail and Jar Jar privately, and tells them that he will secretly let the Republic use Tordaria to send supplies to Ryloth, but it has to be done without Lot Dodd or the Trade Federation finding out about it. So anyway, Jar Jar puts on this show to entertain and distract Lot Dodd and the other Neimoidians there with him, while the supplies that Bail and Jar Jar had with them are being sent from Tordaria to Ryloth. So anyway, back on Ryloth, General Dai and Captain Keeley make a brave final stand against the droid army to allow Cham Syndulla and his men and their families a time to escape. And General Dai and Captain Keeley are killed by the battle droids. But relief supplies, however, reach Ryloth for the Twi'leks to use. And anyway, and then at the end of the episode, Lot Dodd confronts Bail, after learning about relief supplies reaching Ryloth, and accuses him of King Katunko of having something to do with it. But Bail tells him he has no proof. And anyway, King Katunko then tells Bell after what he had witnessed that he says that he might reconsider Tordaria's neutrality and is open to meeting with the Jedi. And Bell tells King Katunko that Master Yoda would be happy to meet with him. Anyway, I thought this episode was okay. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first two episodes chronologically of the series or the Clone Wars movie. But I thought it was okay. I like how the episode showed, how the politics, are affecting the war. And also I like Bail Organa in this episode, and and how he does what he can to try to get help for the people of Ryloth, and also in this episode Jar Jar was of course Jar Jar. Also, I like how this episode sets up both the season 1 premiere, ambush by Bail, telling King Katunko that Master Yoda will be happy to meet with him, which of course that leads in or ties into ambush. And also I like how this episode also sets up the Ryloth trilogy at the end of season 1. I like that this episode showed a separatist victory, because so far in the series we've only seen Republic victories. Also, I liked General Dai and Captain Keeley, and I liked the brave last stand they made against the droid army. And also, a fun fact for this episode: General Dai's full name is Ima Gun Dai. Also, they named him that on purpose, because that name sounds like I'm gonna die, and of course General Dai dies at the end of the episode. And also Admiral Dao, his name Dao is spelled D-A-O, which is a rearrangement of the term DOA, which is short for dead on arrival. And Admiral Dao also dies in this episode at the beginning when his fleet is destroyed. So anyway, those are some of my thoughts on this episode. Please let me know what y'all think of supply lines in the comments below. Thank you all for watching my video. Y'all have a great day, and may the Force be with you.